Long time no dollar bin, but this here is a dollar bin. Technically, the local card shop that is near me was having a sale. They have the sale every so often, probably around like once about 3 months or so. Sometimes more frequently, sometimes more sparsed out. And this card shop that's local to me, shout out to H&B Collectibles. They have a sale that they do for the value bins that they have, and each $1 card then turns to half off at 50 cents. So for someone like me who's looking to stack up on a bunch of low-end inventory to make last all the other inventory that I've purchased online, card shops, this helps me definitely elongate the amount of inventory that I have. I still have a good majority of this stuff I picked up. This was about July 13th or so, or maybe like July 23rd or some odd. I'll put the day on the screen right here. But so yeah, there's like Kyron Williams. There was some really cool like Trey McBride, Chris Olave. It's an Optic Holiday rated rookie preview. So those are very rare, rarer than most regular Optic rated rookie inserts or parallels, sorry. And yes, not many people know that, so you can end up getting some nice deals on them, and if you know your stuff, you can end up selling them to people. Here I contemplated getting some of these. This was way before preseason happened, so I knew preseason hype was going to be very prominent. Technically this year it wasn't so wild as it usually is in the last 3 years, but I still decided to go with those 3 cracked ice from Prism Draft Picks. This is a Score 100 hot Eli Manning. There's some really cool stuff in here. This is a Prism purple Andre Johnson that was numbered. I ran that out on Whatnot a while ago. Patrick Mahomes, any Patrick Mahomes, I'm pretty much going to try to grab at 50 cents just to see if I'm going to be able to make money on it. Just run it through Whatnot. If I not anything, I just keep it too. I'm okay with that. Especially for 50 cents, you can just put in a binder and, collect, hundreds of them. When he retires, look through the binder and have, $2 cards here and there. So, but a Chris Olave, there's some acetates from Chronicles I'll pick up, depending on the rookie and all that. I passed on the Sauce Gardner. I know his stuff's pretty low. At least it was. I'm not too sure how the market on his stuff is now. And yeah, so this is what I'm looking for. Players that I can sell, potentially hype name players for preseason. That was a Pat Tillman Red Cracked Ice Prism Draft Picks. I'm gonna pick up any Pat Tillman for 50 cents. That's definitely no brainer. Pat Tillman, an American hero. A lot of people will collect him. Sometimes you can get a nice premium on his stuff, especially too. I pass on that Sauce Gardner there too. I have a ton of him that I've been saving and stacking up throughout the deals I do at card shows, online, all that, specifically parallels. That was a Trey McBride. There was the Kyron there. I think actually they have another Kyron that I see on the table there. So there's 2 Kyron blue press proof color matches. There's just a ton of stuff in these bins now. Really cool to see that the local card shops definitely having some nice selection. Maybe one day I would pick up a bunch of these at 25 cents or lower. Definitely lower on a good majority, but just because then I know at the minimum I can, make some money. But at 50 cents, I know I have to hopefully take chances that either increase the price or someone's going to want to take a chance on. Like Rondell Moore, he's sadly injured now, but that was way before his injury, about 1 month or 2 months before his injury occurred. Jerome Ford, red, white, and blue. He's the current starter for the Cleveland Browns, a running back. Nick Chubb is injured, so they're going to ease him back into the role. That was a Drew Brees on the Score Hot 100. So those cards did pretty well for me in the past. So I'm going to try it again, run it through Whatnot. Each and every Wednesday, I do a Whatnot stream at 6 p.m. PST. Now I sell 300 to 400 cards. That's actually a Holo Zenith. I believe they're short printed cards. I'll try to look that up and do a screenshot. I was contemplating it, but AJ Brown, Eagles uni, potential shiny card that people don't have. So I'm just gonna try it out on whatnot. That was an Eli Mitchell. He is also now on injured reserve and his season's over. Richard Seymour, that's my dad's favorite Raider. So I'm gonna PC Richard Seymour for until I sell my entire collection when I'm old and gray. But I'm not sure if I'll end up selling it off to somebody or if I'll just do like one final hoorah on a whatnot stream or given platform if whatnot does die out by the time I decide to retire from cards and all that. I plan on doing this for the rest of my working career, so long time ahead. Landry Jones, I decided to do that. That's a gold. I'm gonna pick up any Topps gold just to see if anyone likes to collect them. Jacoby Jones, that actually did pretty well and whatnot. I think he passed away, sadly. Odell Beckham Jr., that did really well and whatnot too. I think I got about $4 for both of those, just around maybe 3, maybe 5, but just around that. I'm not going to pick up every single gold Topps, but I think that was a no-name. But Keenan Allen rookies, Devontae Adams. That was a Rob Gronkowski. I think I got $1 for that one, but it was a really iconic photo. I had to take a chance on it. Tom Brady, I think I missed one there, actually. I'm going to pick up, okay, I did go back and get that one. I think I might have been talking to someone at that point, but any Tom Brady I'm going to pick up for 50 cents. No doubt about it. You see me just grab all the Tom Brady's there. Really cool to see there be some Tom Brady's in the dollar bin for those ones. And Patrick Willis, I might have grabbed that after knowing he got inducted in the Hall of Fame, but Deion Sanders, Devontae Adams rookies, more Tom Brady's. I actually used those as inventory in my $1 to $10,000 challenge. So if you are interested in a challenge like that, I have 3 episodes posted at the given time. Yeah, and another update probably be posted in about a week or so. I have to figure out some more numbers and all that. But I have sold out a good bit of the inventory I have. That's a cool Tom Brady mini card. Gonna take a chance on that one. I think that might have been. There's a Muhammad Ali in the future here. I'm not sure, but that was the Muhammad Ali's super cool. More Tom Brady, Deontay Banks, Purple Shock, Optic Rated rookie. Just some really cool stuff, you know. Definitely some stuff I would take chances on at 25 cents. I would grab a lot of this stuff. Maybe not, maybe not all of it, but, some of it's more 10-cent stuff to me. So just weaving through. There's actually a really cool card coming up here. I grabbed that Sauce. It's just a cool looking card. This card right here coming up. Another Tom Brady, another CMC rookie. This card right here, it's a Russell Wilson gold rookie from Topps. Didn't expect to be that much money, but $24 on the last sale there. Did not expect it to be that much money. I expected maybe like sub $10 card, but at least maybe $5 or so. But that was probably the grab of the dig there. Not always are you going to find something like that, but, definitely worth the grab no matter what. I would say even if it was about $5 to $10, but a whole bunch of Tom Brady. Just gonna grab all of them, not even gonna question it. That's a Deshaun Jackson also on the Topps gold. I still have that card too. Deshaun Jackson, really great player for the Eagles. One of the best of our time after the 2000s for sure. Another Devontae Adams rookie. I could either PC that one or I could try to offload that on whatnot. Potentially see if someone wants it, maybe at a card show or something. Just talking to someone they were wanting to buy some Patrick Mahomes cards I had listed on whatnot. We ended up not being able to get the deal done later on, but there's I think that was an Aaron Donald. There's another Tom Brady, I think, potentially, but just some really cool stuff. I'm going to be going over all of it in a future video also. Mike Evans and then Geno Smith, a Drew Brees gold from Topps, TJ Watt rookies. I'm going to grab even if it's a score. I just think someone will be willing to try to collect that for $1, and I'm okay with getting it to a collector's collection if they are wanting it for a buck. I'm just gonna weave through all the baseball. I'm not so hot on baseball stuff, but I'm going to be getting into it more and more. I'm mainly a football guy, but more and more I'll get into baseball. I'll get into basketball slowly here, especially with the off season of basketball nearing an end, very close to it. Jameer Gibbs on an Acid State in his Alabama uni. I'm going to take a chance on that. Breece Hall, I'm going to grab. I think he's going to have a good year. Kenneth Walker. I try to grab stuff that I think someone will either just enjoy collecting, someone might not have shiny cards, something that looks good, or even just something I think will, age well. Like a Breece Hall rookie, I think will age well. Even though it's absolute rookie, I think he will have a good year this year. A lot of the things like Zenith, I'm not going to pay 50 cents for unless it might be like some odd. I'm drawing a blank on who I would pay for a Zenith rookie 50 cents for. Maybe, especially in season, maybe Josh Downs or someone like that. Tank Dell, maybe. Aiden O'Connell and Will Levis score rookies. Maybe Bijan or something like that. I even passed on the scores there, so maybe I probably wouldn't have on the Zenith. Potentially, I guess it probably would be the Pro Uni. I pass on that Magnitude. I love the Magnitude inserts from Chronicles. I think I just knew I was grabbing so much stuff that I wanted to slow down. And unless if it was like a big name rookie, someone that had a lot of hype going into the season, or someone I believed in to actually gain hype and gain more hype, especially as the season approached, or at least if maybe they, have a couple good games, start hot potentially, something or the other of the sort. Just talking to some people in the card shop, I think they were curious about my GoPro and me recording. But yeah, I told them that there wasn't going to be any audio just because, I'm going to crop it down. So they're not going to be anything but gold cracked dice on the Jerry Rice here. I'm going to grab that. Prism draft picks. James Cook had a really amazing year last year, at least the end of it. So I think that'll age well. That was an AJ Brown green prism from Mosaic insert. I think that might have been like a Drake London or some odd potential player. Drake London. I missed the Emergent. I don't think that might have been. I think that might have been like a third year or something insert too. Grab that DK Metcalf on the Magnitude. I didn't. I decided to pass. So Garrett Wilson rookies I'm going to grab. I probably should have grabbed the Kyle Hamilton and Treylon Burks. Even though something like Kyle Hamilton might not sell well for me during my $1 auctions, I can always keep the card and sell it directly to someone too. So I gotta start focusing on that too more. But that was a Dontavian Wicks. That should be like a $7 card. I sold that for $7 actually, not even like a day ago, like 24 hours from when I'm talking even. So pretty good pickup there for 50 cents. Can't really go wrong, especially on a card like that. Probably 10x my money there. So do that enough times. Keep to leave numbered card I'm gonna grab for 50 cents. It's like a pretty decent shot, maybe someone will bid $2, maybe someone will bid $3. That was a Jay Jettas on the High Life Super Bowl insert from Don Russ on the Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to grab anything to do with Super Bowl and Patty Mahomes. Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, absolute parallels. Probably could have passed on him, but I decided to do them anyway. That's a class president, Champ Bailey, and then that was a Z team. I believe that might be like a Jalen Waddle. Photogenic. Patrick Mahomes I'm going to grab for 50 cents. I'm not going to grab every single Patrick Mahomes card, should I say, also for 50 cents. Not trying to go, broke off Patrick Mahomes random base cards, but something I think should age very, very well and hopefully return value for potential buyers of the card. Now, this one's actually pretty cool and also at the same time not so cool. That was a Joe Burrow, the Road to the Super Bowl insert when he made it to the Super Bowl that year. It was against the Raiders. So it has the Raiders logo on it, but I realized that's probably one of the only cards with the Raiders logo and Joe Burrow on it. So probably something in the future we could see a niche collector collection happening about that type of card. Stephon Diggs I'm going to grab with the big signing he did to the Texans. I think he's very hyped up with the Texans' whole roster right now. Ray Lewis, I'm going to grab here just because I don't have like much of any Ray Lewis cards, so might as well. Someone's going to like a Ray Lewis card that's old. Deshaun Jackson, I'm going to grab also here. Redskins uni. I kind of like stuff like that too. Old school retired logos, potentially not being printed very much anymore. Could be really cool. Also potentially a sub niche to grab. I grabbed that Benedict Mathurin blue Prism Select and then Jason Tatum green hollow laser color match. Grab some basketball here and there, especially if the price just makes sense to me. 50 cents for a green color match of Jason Tatum, new champion. These ones I probably would have passed on if I knew, but I actually had someone in the shop tell me that they're pretty cool and all that, and he remembers them. They're pretty cool, and he probably would have grabbed them if he would have saw them. But they like curve literally like pretty much, if you could imagine, like the letter C, even further than the letter C though. They curve just like that. So once I removed from the top loader, it literally just folded in on itself. Did a complete like horseshoe that was like touching even. So we'll see if maybe they want to grab those from me. Might even just give them to them potentially, since I know they'll be enjoyed by somebody. But so yeah, we're just scrolling through. These are this is a 50-cent bin also. So all the 50-cent cards are 25 cents with the sale they do. There's no other price points that you'll have to worry about in this video, but the $3 or $1 there, and they do like maybe like 10% off or 15% off or something. I'm not too sure what the other price points are off. It's usually about 10% to 66% off or so. But so yeah, I'm just weaving through the 50-cent bin here. I'm gonna grab a lot more frequently in the 50-cent bin if it makes sense to me. A lot of them, I would say, more or less just aren't so intriguing to me. Not from a standpoint. It's just hard to sell a card for $1 and get 57 cents and have someone, I'm gonna grab Cole Kmet. I think he's having a good year, but it's hard to sell like random cards of rookies that didn't pan out to people and make a profit on them, unless you're paying like a penny or so, depending on the card too, right? It might be one of his very rare rookie cards, and a lot of the college collectors would enjoy it too, but I think that's a thick stock Dalvin Cook, so I'm gonna grab that one. It's just, probably from like a hobby box, so something like that I'll do, and someone will enjoy potentially collecting the thicker ones. Joe Montana cards I'll grab for a decent bit at 25 cents. Trey Lance, took a chance on him, tried to. I think he had a pretty bad game to pretend the preseason. It was like 5 interceptions, maybe a couple touchdowns and 300 and something yards, but I don't think he should have played that much. I actually did like Trey Lance until that game occurred, so maybe it was just because he was trying to show out, potentially take over Dak's starting job too early. I don't know. We'll see if he ever actually takes a field again, but probably won't be grabbing too much Trey Lance stuff anymore. When he went against the Raiders, though, he was the best quarterback on the field compared to Gardner Minshew and Aidan O'Connell, so and I'm a Raiders fan saying that, so it's a little bittersweet to see his next performance too, directly after the sad play by the Raiders QBs. Also, we didn't play our defense though and all that for the entire game, but that's the AJ Brown seal of approval certified insert. I'm gonna grab a lot of stuff. I want to grab Herschel Walker. I'll grab cool little classics insert too. A lot of stuff, I'm not so huge on it. If I was collecting stuff, I would probably grab a bit more. I think maybe that Russ I might have grabbed if I was considering collecting. right now I'm trying not to do so much collecting, and I'm pretty much just looking for flippable items, stuff I can sell potentially at a profit. Sam Howell I'm going to grab. I think that'll be an easy dollar card, especially if he starts at all, then that could be even more money too. Cool, Kenneth Walker Phonogenic. That's a T. Higgins rookie. I'm going to grab that for sure. I'm pretty sure that was T. Higgins. I'm going to grab that Xavier McKinney Prism rookie. There's some stuff I'd probably grab if I was more collecting than trying to flip. Devin Duvernay, probably should have grabbed that one, I'm guessing. I decided not to. I think after a certain point, I was like, I am grabbing so much stuff. This was pretty early on, too. But at 25 cents, you kind of have some more leniency than you do at 50 cents, especially. Normally, these are 50 cents, but I probably would have grabbed very, very few. I probably should grab that Nick Bolton. Yeah, going for a three-peat there with Patrick Mahomes and crew. I grabbed this Tony Gonzalez. Just a super cool card. Tony Gonzalez is one of the best tight ends to play the game. Definitely one of the things that I consider when looking at the value bins, especially for certain sports, especially for football, because I'm more into football than I am any other sport, is if they have any at all fantasy football value, or fantasy sports value, should I say, for the other sports, just because and if I know that a potential YouTuber or someone of the sort is going to be potentially interested in taking a swing play on them in a draft and in fantasy football or in fantasy sports, then potentially more and more people will start talking about him, and then they will also be wanting a card or two, especially if the value arises to them where they think, hey, if he does something, I could probably do decent on that card like this. I think I'm going to take the time here. That's our Marshall Falk rookie, so I'm going to grab anything like that for sure. Might have been a Reggie Wayne. I'm not too sure, but I do go over every single card in the future. I do in a future video, probably in a couple days or so. I would guess maybe next week about. So yeah, I think I tried to decide on the Josh Kelly. I decided not to. Probably could have. I don't think he was a running back on the Chargers anymore, so. And that was a Joe Montana too. There's some stuff, you need to try to take a chance on. I don't even know what I was looking at there. I still couldn't even read the sticker. I think that might have been Javonte Williams. I probably would have grabbed that if I realized. Patrick Surtain II, probably should grab that. I did grab that one. I am proud of myself there. It might have been a KJ Hamler or someone that just it doesn't have any name value anymore. Peyton Manning would grab that for 25 cents. And technically, I did get a little bit of a bulk discount just because of the amount I was grabbing and all that. I needed to buy a 2-row box also, so I bought one while I was doing that just because I was pretty much stocked up full on my boxes. I just recently placed an order for more shoe boxes and all that, so I'm all good for probably a long time, hopefully, on shoe boxes. I'm really excited. Next month, I'm going to be having my first ever card show. I'm going to be setting up there and selling some stuff. Kobe White probably could have been decent. Aaron Rodgers and the Christian Brown, sorry. This was a guy at the card shop that I've met before, done some deals with. He's pretty cool. Shout out to the mans. But that was just Aaron Rodgers. He was trying to just grab some stuff he thought I might like. I did like the Aaron Rodgers. I figured I'd take a chance on it at 25 cents. Yeah, a lot of this I would probably be super low on. Even paying 20 cents or so would be a little high for me. That was a Justin Fields rookie. Just an insert from Select. But there's some pretty cool stuff. Maybe should have grabbed it for 25 cents, like maybe like the Ring of Honor and certain things. But it's pretty difficult to pay so high. Especially, usually I know I don't get the biggest discount between the card shop. Would be really nice if, honestly, if it wasn't like any other, I would probably not be so stacking it up, you know. But I want to support them when I can, when it makes sense to me to do so. And Alec Pierce, when I grabbed too, he had like the highest percentage of snaps by a wide receiver in NFL last year. I think I went with that old school Prism Jared Goff. There's some stuff, you know, that's just, if people don't have it or they don't really mind, that they might pay up for. Jamar Chase, I grabbed those. He's going to get a nice payday. He still hasn't got paid as I'm talking about it. CD Lamb just got paid big time. So did Justin Jefferson earlier. I want to grab that Calvin Austin if it would have been today. I mean, I might have. Did I? I did grab it. Look at that, huh? I didn't grab the on Russ rate rookie. If I'm going to pay 25 cents on a red press proof, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me to spend the 25 cents on a base rated rookie. But hey, I mean, I probably could have still been fine. He's actually getting some hype to him again for the Steelers. But yeah, this is near the end here. Not too sure if I finish out this box or if I just decide, okay, I've been spending way too much time in this 50-cent bin. But we have about 2 minutes left in the video. And I hope that you do very, very much enjoy it. If you are still watching and you aren't already subscribed, make sure you do so. I'm trying to get monetized, and you guys have been showing so much support. Can't thank you all enough for the support you've given me. We're at last time I checked, we're at 865 subscribers. We gained like 40 subscribers in 2 days, not even. So absolutely bonkers to me, the support you guys are giving. And really glad to have you all part of the journey here in my endeavors in sports cards. So Jahan Dotson, he actually just got traded to the Phillies. A lot of the stuff I know because I keep up on fantasy football. I'm doing a lot of best ball drafts this year. It's my first time ever doing them, so a lot of stuff I know about football is all from best ball content and best ball partaking in it. I gotta get the NFL pass, the red zone and the other stuff. That's Cornell Powell optic rated rookie variation. I could have grabbed that Davis Mills probably too. Probably should have thought about it. Him playing in the preseason would have been smart to grab there. Probably would have got a couple bucks, especially how he played. But yeah, you just learn to actually look into the rosters and all that for next year. Grab that High Life. I believe that would be like an AJ Brown, potentially. No, that's Andrew Thomas on the High Life. I think that's like a lineman catching, so I mean, why not? So yeah, we're wrapping up this video here. Literally the last little bit. Literally 15 seconds. I don't even think okay, I do show through it. But yeah, we're wrapping up here. And I don't think I grab any other card for this video, but I appreciate you very much for watching. And I hope I see you in the next one. I'll continue it where we left off next time. Take it easy.